So if you don't think you earn enough, how can you increase the total income on the application so that you can borrow more money? This is something that might seem obvious, but then also not so obvious. So the main obvious one is earn more money. Now, it is very unlikely that if you've got a pay rise recently that you can then just go and ask for another one or a significant one. But the biggest change in income actually comes usually from when you change jobs. Go look on Seek and see how much you can get at a new job and a new position, especially at the market at the moment, because people with good skills are in high demand. So that would be one option. Option number two is you could get a flatmate. Now, obviously for this, you actually have to be willing to have a flatmate, and depending on the bank and the deposit size, the bank would let you have one if you've got less than 20% deposit, or two. And there is a maximum that they will let you charge in terms of the bank rules. So it's usually $240 per week per room, per person. Even if you charge them $400, they're still going to take $240, but that is a little bit of a way to increase your usable income in a mortgage application. Number three is just to buy with someone that earns more money. If you decide that maybe you and your wife can't afford a mortgage, maybe buy with you, your wife, your brother, and his wife. There's plenty of times where people buy houses together because then they can buy a bigger house and afford it easier than if they bought a house by themselves. So, and the flip side of this is, because your income is almost set, you could also decrease your expenses, because that means there's more usable income to pay off your mortgage. So if you've got debt, which is the next video, if you can pay that off faster, then we have more money. If you can cut down other expenses that you don't need, then you can afford to borrow more. But do keep in mind that there is a minimum level of expenses the bank will always use, no matter how low yours are. So like a family of 4 will be X, regardless how low your expenses are. So just keep that in mind. There's no point of going too strict, because the bank will still use those minimum numbers.